Yields back, Mr. Issa.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Professor Goodwin, is a 20-week of pregnancy unborn child a human being under the Constitution?
Under the Constitution and the 14th Amendment, it recognizes born individuals as being citizens of the United States.
No, okay, born. So is it your testimony that constitutionally, prior to the term born being exercised, the unborn have no rights and they are not human beings?
According to the Constitution, born individuals are citizens of the United States, and according to American jurisprudence.
I'm asking for the conclusion as a constitutional scholar. The unborn, prior to their delivery, are not persons under the Constitution. The Constitution itself or the 14th Amendment, which specifically says born. Is that your testimony?
That is what the Constitution says, and that is what this Congress adopted in the 14th Amendment.
Thank you, Professor. Ms. Foster, in your opinion, is a child sucking its thumb, knowing if it's left or right-handed, able to feel pain, but not yet delivered from the mother, does that child, to you, represent a human being?
To me and to every embryology textbook out there, yes. If they're not human, what are they? It's not courts that determine reality. The reality of human life is that that child is a human being.
Now, under existing law, if someone were to kill that 22, 23, 24-week gestation, pregnancy, is that a crime in virtually every state, including under federal law?
In virtually every state, thanks to Roe v. Wade and Planned Parenthood v. Casey, abortion can be...
No, I said if let's say the father of a child kills that child, in other words, not the mother decision, if an outsider kills the unborn, is it a crime, not just battery, but a crime in federal law in most states?
Yes, that's a crime in virtually every state.
Okay, so notwithstanding the Constitution, if you kill the unborn, you've killed a human being under state law, even though abortion is legal. Well, let's just go through, since we're on the subject of law for a moment, Ms. Foster. Behind me, under USC 1507, is it a federal crime to protest near a residence occupied by a judge, a jury, with the intent to influence the decision of a pending case?
It certainly is.
Isn't it also, even if you went to the prosecutor or defense attorneys, also a crime?
Yes.
So behind me, I'm trying to understand this. Here's a picture, and they're using a megaphone in front of Justice Alito's home, and they're clearly trying to influence it. So is that a crime?
It is.
So under 18 USC 1507, people are committing crimes. Why is it we're not hearing it denounced by the pro-choice movement, who say that they respect this decision as long as it goes their way?
Because it fits the narrative. The leaker intended to bring chaos and public pressure into the Dobbs case. This hearing shows that they succeeded, and those photos demonstrate that the public is in fact responding to that leak as was planned. Now,
these protests are in front of Justice Barrett, Justice Kavanaugh, Justice Alito. They don't appear to be having the opposite in any way, trying to influence the pro-choice, if you will, members of the court. Is that correct, that there's no similar intimidation is going on?
That's correct.
Okay, I want you to hear a quote and give me your comment on it. When someone says, "I think it is reprehensible, stay away from homes and families of elected officials and members of the court. You can express yourself, exercise your First Amendment rights, but to go after them in their homes, to do anything of a threatening nature, certainly anything violent, is absolutely reprehensible." Would you agree with that?
I certainly would.
Senator Dick Durbin agrees with it, but he's been one of the lone voices willing to denounce it. I have not heard it denounced even by one member on this dais on the other side of the aisle. So, Ms. Foster, A senior correspondent for Vox.com and a former federal judge clerk tweeted the following: seriously, shout out to whoever the hero was within the Supreme Court who said F-bomb, using a term, let's burn the place down. Is that a crime in your estimation?
The time of the gentleman expired, so brief answer from the witness.
Absolutely.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Yield back.
The gentleman yields back.